Namaste, Jaykumarji. A quick
Namaste.
question. Uh, this pratihara means what?
Pratiha, I have to go back to my notes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
It
go
says
back. I can go back.
Udbhida, pratihara, and
Yeah.
nidhanamidhi, right? So,
Nidhanamiti. Okay. Pratihara is Chandra. Chandra.
Chandra,
Chandra. Moon. Moon.
moon. Oh, okay. Because you said
Meditation on moon.
nidhanam is water, right? Apa.
Nidhana is apaha. Correct. Water.
This is
Okay.
Correct.
Nitanapataye Namaha.
That's why I was about to say that. Anyway, thank you for explaining because this is the first time I understood these three Vedas like this.
You check with your Ritvik. Really, I'm
Yeah,
just prepare yourself and then check with your Ritvik. This is what I studied. You just ask about it. Let's see what he says. I want to see what they say.
yeah, I will ask that question. I
Because
don't
they are
get
the
it.
experts in this. They are the experts. They know all these things. So this is all textbook knowledge for me. For me,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
particular aspect is textbook knowledge. And so I just read somewhere and then I'm telling it to you. But they should, let's see what they say.
Yeah, there's a Vadhyar comes to my house from Perur. He's a Samahid. So I asked.
Perur,
Thank
there's
you.
a Satya Vadyar who's a Samavedi.
Yeah, and also, yeah, there is Radha Krishna Ganapati. He's very old. He's very good. And he's very strict in, you know, when how Yajamana does it.
Swami,
And
Very good.
also there is that Kanchi Kamakodi, they have put a Samaveda Padashala in Peru. Few years ago I visited.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you, Jagmach.
Swami
Yeah.
Omkaran was from Peru. He was a Ganapati.
Yeah, yeah.
The temple
Yeah,
puja.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hariji, go ahead.
Guruji, this is something which has been troubling me for a long time. My ignorance in Sanskrit. I feel sometimes very guilty that I have not learned it, and I have a feeling that feeling of guilt is becoming an impediment to my progress. How should I get out of it? Because it is too late for me to start. I started, but Acharya Ganapati told me not to proceed because I am too old. It is better that I learn the Shrutis and listen to various classes rather than start studying Sanskrit. How should I get out of this guilt feeling? I try to blame everybody. My mother should have taught me. My father should have taught me this sort of internally. Not that my mother is no more there. I feel very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
This
So
is
it's a good
becoming.
question. It's a good question. So the good news is you are this is a what shall I say? This is a good kind of guilt. Now suppose you ask me, oh, is there a good kind of guilt? Bad guilt means what? This is coming from an appreciation that this language is important. Okay, we can pass away without knowing anything about Sanskrit. But now I have come to appreciate the beauty of Sanskrit without actually studying Sanskrit, right? Many people are in that same boat. Without studying Sanskrit, when we study, how did I appreciate Sanskrit? By listening to Swamiji only. I was not a Sanskrit student at all. By listening to Swamiji, listening every day, listening, he will say so many things and suddenly it just comes into us. Like you are getting it. Okay. And so, it's good. Look at it. One way to look at it is it's good that now I'm now able to appreciate the beauty of Sanskrit. How I wish it would be if I had learned Sanskrit. Why did I
Yeah.
not learn Sanskrit? Then you go into that track. It creates some guilt in you. Okay. Keep the positive. Hold on to the positive first. First, hold on to the positive. If you, without holding on to the positive, if you go to the negative, then you will have guilt. You will have guilt because there is nothing to counter the guilt. You must have something to counter the guilt. Okay, I am saying have the positive to counter the negative. That is number one. Think of all the positives. Think of all the positives. Because it is not easy to appreciate the benevolence and the mahima of Sanskrit. Not easy. It's not easy. Even a Vedic, even the person, see, our Ritvik is there. Our Ritvik is very good. He's a young man, unmarried man. Okay, unmarried means about to be married. He's very good in Coimbatore. And there are certain things only he can do in Coimbatore. People call him. Okay, because he's that kind of a Brahma Varchas he has. And he comes here. He's been coming here for a long time to our house. And he sees me teaching Upanishad in Sanskrit and talking. And something happened to him. And he's saying, I want to learn Sanskrit. Because they don't teach that in the Veda Pathashala. They teach a little bit of Sanskrit. But that is not enough. To do the Vedic mantras, they don't need to know Sanskrit. They just need to know the chants, which is all in Sanskrit. But if you ask them to speak few sentences in Sanskrit, they can't. They can't. So now he is learning all that. And so he has appreciated the need to learn Sanskrit. And in your case, item number 2 is, if somebody says you can't learn Sanskrit, I mean, Ganapati ji is a good friend of mine, okay?
Yeah.
But I would not have said what he would have said. That's what I'm saying. Because
He
if you
meant
can
good.
learn, no, he means he has a value for what he said. But I'm saying, since he said that, I'm going to say something differently. What is the use of saying the same thing to you? Something you are looking for something useful, correct?
Yeah.
There are a lot of Sanskrit teachers in Hyderabad. And this online learning Sanskrit, don't go. Don't go. Ganapati ji and all, if you attend my classes and all, it's all online. Online Sanskrit requires some different type of mindset and which not everybody has. Okay? And for you, the best thing is to attend a class. It could be a one-on-one class or it could be a group class, whatever. Many things are going on. Don't think all teaching is going on online. No. If you do that, you will pick up Sanskrit very fast because you already appreciated it. And you will pick up. Whatever you can pick up, you pick up. You will get the joy. You will get the joy of connecting with Deva Bhasha one-on-one. It's a possibility. Possibility. You may be surprised. There may be a small group of people in your own locality and learning Sanskrit. We don't know. This is option number 2. Option number 2. Enama? Oh, okay. If you pause the recording, I have to check my father's blood sugar. Give me a second. I was talking about. That is one way.
How is your
Huh?
father's? How is your father's?
Yeah,
Sugar
father
level?
is getting better. He's getting better. He still has a lot of phlegm and all that in his chest, but I gave him some steroids. So doctor asked to check his blood sugar because steroids will raise the blood sugar, So
Is it under control?
yeah, it's 96. So he doesn't even take sugar medication. So it's reasonably good. I'll report that to the doctor. So that's what. Option 2 is you can learn Sanskrit. Option 3. This guilt, where is it coming from? Why did my parents not teach me Sanskrit? So the blame starts, Yeah. And then you say, no, my parents have given me a good life. You know that very well. And so think about that. Think about how nice your parents were, all the good things they have done. And despite all the good things they have done, So now I have no reason to blame because they have done good things. Not everybody can get those good things, and I got those good things. Okay, and so I begin to appreciate them. Once I appreciate them, you won't have anybody to blame.
I have to blame myself.
No, that's okay. Then you have to go to Bhagavad Gita. Uddharedatmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet. Krishna says, okay, don't na atmanam avasadayet. No, 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 no. Don't blame yourself.
Home study session. Welcome.
Hariji, I'm trying to give you Hariji idea. Now he's understanding everything. He's giving me the option that I didn't think of. So, so now what you have to say is, Krishna says, Natmanam avasadayet. Don't condemn yourself on any account. Because you've been dotting the I's and crossing the T's all along. And the education system did not teach me Sanskrit. What can I do about it? What can I do about it? Thank God, at least all the Upanishad I got exposed to. Sooner the better. Better late than never. And okay, Sanskrit, you are attending the classes, you are following everything. So like that you will follow everything. There is no need to be an expert in Sanskrit. There is no need to know all this Vachaspatyam and Kalpadruma and all these things that we talk about sometimes and which drive ourselves crazy. You can say, you know what, I am blessed because I will never be crazy like these guys. Like that also you can say. So what I'm saying is, you find if there are options to study Sanskrit because you have a love for it. And nothing wrong, you spend some time, just the process of learning Sanskrit, you will be part of it, correct? You want to be part of the process. Not to become an expert in Sanskrit, but I learned Latlakara. Then you can come back and say, Guruji, I learned Latlakara. Balakaha Vidyalayam Gacchati. I know what it means. You can say. It gives you some joy. Deva Bhasha. You have connected with Deva Bhasha. So don't underestimate just a simple learning of Sanskrit. That simple Sanskrit is still Deva Bhasha only. And you can feel satisfied that, okay, I have learned some Sanskrit. Already you are learning some Sanskrit in my class. But you are learning from the fundamentals. Like a student will learn Sanskrit in school. So those things are all there. And there are video recordings of all these things these days also. If you don't find somebody to teach, and if you are comfortable going to a YouTube video, playing it, and then opening a notebook, and starting to write, you may be surprised at what you can accomplish. You may be surprised. So these options I am giving so that you can slowly move away from this idea that I have not learned Sanskrit. It's a big loss. My parents are to blame. What is my karma? All these ideas, slowly move away from all that. Move away from all that. Being a student of Upanishad, you know that blaming anything including myself is wrong. It's not correct. It's negative only. No Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita will talk like that. So you can remind yourself of that also. And in time, guilt will go away. I can guarantee you. Think about it.
But I will not miss my goal because I don't know Sanskrit. Is it not?
Exactly. Exactly. So, what is Paravidya? According to Mundaka, we've been studying. What is the definition of Paravidya? Yaya tadaksharam adhigamyate. Okay, that is what he says. And if you look at adhikaritvam, yaya tadaksharam, that by which you understand aksharam is called Brahma Vidya, Paravidya. And what is required to understand Brahma? Adhikaritvam. You are familiar with Adhikaritvam, right?
Yeah.
Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, Vivekaha, Vairagyam, Samadhi Shatka Sampatti, Mumukshutvam, correct?
Yeah.
You carefully look at that list. You carefully once again look at the list. The word Sanskrit is not there in that list. Hema ji is smiling or crying, I don't know, because she is saying, "Oh my God, I'm studying Sanskrit all these
No,
years.
no,
I put all
I liked
Utpatti
it.
this."
I enjoyed it, Guruji. I enjoyed it. See, some people ask me, why do you want to study so much of Sanskrit at this age? I said, I love it. I am doing it. And I have to answer such questions, Always, exam இருக்குங்கிற அது இருக்குங்கிற எதுக்கு பைத்தியக்காரி மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க அப்படின்னுட்டு. Then I like to be a pitchy like that. I like to be a mad girl like that, mad woman. But that is why.
So
But
back
I
to
enjoyed what you said. I enjoyed
so back to
nowhere
back to
Sanskritam is
Hariji, back
mentioned.
to Hariji, back to Hariji. So that adhikaritvam is critical for us, Hariji. It's critical.
Yeah.
Vivekah, atmanatma vivekah, iha mutrartha palabhoga viragaha, mano nigraha shamaha, indriya nigraha damaha. All these are critical for us. Mumukshutvam critical. The person who has these qualifications only, these attributes only, can really move forward in this vidya. Guess what? Sanskrit is not there in this list. It's not there in the list at all. If it was required, it should be there in this list. Otherwise, the Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti becomes meaningless, incomplete. It is not an incomplete list. It's a complete list. Wherever you go, Upanishad, Shanto Danto Bhutva, like that the Brihad will say. Shanto Danto means Shamavan Bhutva, Damavan Bhutva, having gained this Shama and Dama, then this person comes to this Brahma Vidya, like that every Upanishad says. And so, on that account, there are so many people who don't know Sanskrit, but they are all jnanis, I'm telling you. They are all jnanis, they are all Mahatmas. How? You can think about that also.
Okay. Okay.
Bhagavad Gita,
Thank
Shankara
you.
used to say, no, Bhaja Govindam. This is our time for Bhaja Govindam only. Don't worry about it. Jai Bhavani. Oh.
Hariji,
Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam, yeah.
Hari,
So back to Hariji, let's get his feedback first. Let's see if there is anything that I said that you can relate to.
Yeah, this is giving me a little more confidence, that I have to come out of this guilt, because that is becoming as an impediment. Because
Yeah,
I have noticed it. That is why I thought I would bring up that question this time, though it is not connected with what you taught us today.
good. I'm glad you asked the question. I'm glad you asked because we have to pay attention to our emotions,
Yeah.
We are not blindly studying the Shastra. We are living life also. And we have to pay attention to all these things.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you, Hariji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah.
Hariji, there is a set of books by Rashtriya Samskrita Samsthan. The
Yeah.
version it is Swadhyayi. You can buy that books and you can learn at home itself. If others are, you don't get any proper teacher nearby.
Okay.
Easily, simply, it is explained everything with pictures and all everything. It's a very good set of books one should have who wants to learn Sanskrit.
Okay.
So, Hariji, you think about it first and then see what are possible. And if there are certain books also. Generally, I don't recommend self-reading because the self-reading, even though it is possible, the momentum is lost quickly. I find anybody I met, they say, oh, I've been reading Sanskrit for the last 30 years, Guruji, somehow I couldn't pick up and all. 30 years means how you couldn't pick up? Then I find the Sanskrit is like that. Unless some push is needed, some group study is needed, or some inspiration is needed, and somebody should teach me. Somebody should be talking and teaching me, not me reading a book. Me reading a book, one can study, that's all right. But Sanskrit somehow, it is Saraswati Devi, I think she's different. She's different. She won't, the Sanskrit especially, after some time you lose steam. Who's there to make me learn Sanskrit? Whereas if you sit in front of something, I mean, if the self-study works for you, perfect, you can do that. Many books these days. We suffered with the lack of books, but these days there are so many great books available.
Vijay, I could learn German in 6 months' time. I became reasonably fluent. Even today, I can handle German language. Because I went there, I studied in German, my post-graduation. So, but then, though I learned it in 6 months, but then I was in Germany and everything was happening in German. So here, I have to do it. I have no other way.
It's a good thing because now German is like Sanskrit.
Yeah,
And
it is
so,
very much.
therefore, for you, Sanskrit should be what? Piggybacking on German. How about that? Use German and then use that to catapult yourself into Sanskrit.
Yeah, Indo-Germanish,
Yeah. Good. Thank you, Hariji.
Thank you, Guruji. This is giving me a little more confidence that I can do it.
I used to know a person who was in Nananani for some time, who introduced and brought Swamiji to Germany and was speaking on behalf of Swamiji, translated into Germany and all. Swamiji's talks.
Okay.
Very good.
He's there at 1995, something, in Eastern Chennai.
Okay.
Anuvayar.
Very good. Thank you, Ramuji. Premaji, go ahead. Then Shravana.
Guruji, I have two questions here about the two types of yajnas. One you said was smartha karma, and the other one was kratu karma. The two I didn't quite grasp.
Correct. So there in the Bhagavad Gita, Shankaracharya explains this kratu as Shrauta karma. Shrauta karma. Shrauta karma means a karma that is mandated or mentioned in the Shruti. Shruti means Veda. Karma Kanda portion of the Veda. Okay, that is called a Shrauta karma. And the other one, Yaga, is called a Smartha karma. Smriti Yuktam, Smriti Janyam is called Smartam, Smartha karma. Smriti. There are many texts which are outside the Veda, so they are called Smriti. That is the distinction he makes there.
So you are making the Vedas Shruti and the Smriti as separate.
Correct. It is. That is the definition of Shruti and Smriti.
Okay.
Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Yeah.
And then you said Himsa na kuryat, which is a Vedic adjunct. So I'm saying when it becomes Himsa, when it is for intentional hurt or for pleasure. And when it is a required element, it becomes Dharma. Did I understand that?
That is correct. That is my definition of this Himsa. Okay. So when you have the whole in view, then what is to be done becomes Dharma. Even though there is apparent hurt being caused. Hurt is being caused. If one takes hurting absolutely, then a doctor cannot give an injection. Ruled out. Why? Because he is hurting people. He will be jailed for hurting people. Nowhere that happens. And so, when it is for the greater good, then it becomes Dharma.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah. So then who interprets what is for greater good and what is not? Who decides?
What is the benefit for the whole or for a single unit? The benefit is benefit. It cannot be denied. So that becomes Dharma. Yeah,
in some cases it is very obvious. When a nurse gives an injection, it is very obvious. she is not benefiting from this, he is not benefiting, and so the patient is benefiting. Patient knows it very well. That's why patient is extending the hand also. So all these things happen. It's very obvious. In some cases, it will not be obvious. That is why sarasa samadana bheda chatura, bheda danda chatura. Tyagaraja Kriti ade. I think it's Tyagaraja Kriti. Rama, he's praising Rama as somebody who follows this rule. Sarasa Sama Dana Bheda Danda Chatura. He's wise because he follows this. He doesn't go to war just like that. He will give somebody 10 chances to change.
Expert.
Anyway.
Chatura is expert. Chatura expert.
Chatura, correct. Shili, he's a Shilaha. Yeah, Shravana, go ahead.
One question. We do pujas like say Varamahalakshmi Puja and Ganesh Chaturthi, etc. And we do Avahanam and Prana Pratishtha. So when we chant those mantras, that means we are not eligible to chant those mantras because we have to be, a learned person, because I put a video cassette and then we perform the pujas that way. So, and then we also do Punar Puja, etc. So what happens there? That's one question. Second question is, we spoke about animal sacrifice in Vedic times. Did we really sacrifice animals, or did we sacrifice the animal in us? That's another question. Then the other one I wanted to ask was, in the West, during the deer season, they are allowed to kill deer to reduce the numbers. And there are rules also for animal protection. Where does that stand? And because for many people, animals are food. It is food for them. Then the other thing is, in the group, I think Shanti ji said that a life for greater good is dharma. We have today the Mughal era being whitewashed for the sake of unity. Is that correct?
Okay, so you have many questions here. The first question is, before the sacrifice you had a question. What was that?
Prana Pratishtha.
Prana Pratishtha for puja. I do puja. So, we should not chant, you said. What is that we should not chant? Where is that? Who is that we should not chant?
No, we are not. Are we not eligible then? Because we are not trained.
Oh, we are not trained. No. Puja we are all supposed to do. And whatever our parents did, and whatever we learnt by ourselves, by watching, etc., we are supposed to do. Puja does not require any special qualification. It doesn't require any, I should have attended this Pathshala, that thing and this. No. That is for chanting mantras and so forth. And so, but anyway, but for a puja, you don't need anybody to tell you anything. You just start doing your puja. So, whatever steps you know, starting from your basic shlokas all the way to lighting the lamp onwards, invocation you said, and then Punar Puja you said already. Everything should be done. There is nothing bars us from doing a puja. Bars anybody from doing a puja. Alright, that is one step, one thing. Next, you talked about this animal sacrifice. See, animal sacrifice, I wish I had studied all those mantras. Someday I will want to. Swamiji knows these things, so I want to learn that from him. What were the conditions that made us do the sacrifices. There are certain ahutis. Yeah, you invoke in the animal certain things, and then you let go. You burn it. You say that's gone. With that animal, certain things are gone. So I don't know it completely. So I don't want to say anything now and give you a feeling that you know it. It's better. Let's understand that we don't know it. That's better. I'll try to find out the answer to that question. Okay. Now, are we sacrificing the animal in ourselves? So ideally that is good, but whether that's what is happening in these rituals, I don't know. So we'll find out more. Okay. Third is about this deer hunting, I think. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
See, in all Sanatana societies, there have been meat eating. Some people eat meat. Fish is eaten. Bengalis eat fish. And things like that. So if you carefully look, they have meat. But eating was never a what do you call it? A party.
Obsession.
You celebrate over another animal's life.
It wasn't an indulgence.
Indulgence. It wasn't an indulgence. It was their part of the livelihood. They used to have it. Okay, that is one side of it. Second part is all these restaurants. I mean, restaurants and all, they offer so many different types of. It is not there those days. And you can eat whatever you want, etc. Such a thing, that concept didn't arise. It was not there at all. Now with this food being served everywhere, all over, and you get all kinds of food everywhere. So, things have changed as a result. Now, number 2, about the sport, shooting. In India, hunting an animal is never a sport. Never. That much buddhi we still have. We are still retaining that buddhi. Never a sport. They may eat animals and all, but never kill an animal to enjoy as a sport. The sport killing and all, the British people brought it to India, and they used to kill lions and tigers and all that. It's all wrong ideas. Animal hunting should never be a sport to begin with. Because that is himsa, that is pure himsa, and you are enjoying at the life of another, at the expense of another life, not possible.
Did not the kings and all go into the forest and hunt?
No, wait, I'm not finished. So, this is a sport. In America, it has become a sport. In Western countries, it is a sport. Throw the duck up in the air and then shoot the duck. This is what they do. My goodness. And it is shocking to see all these things. It's not correct at all. It's absolutely wrong. Sport, that too. And kids are keeping this gun at young age. They are given these guns, water guns. Correct? Water guns. And the guy goes on shooting like this. It's only a matter of time before he takes a real gun and shoots. That's all. And so this is not acceptable. We don't accept this idea of sport. Killing as a sport and all, not acceptable. So they combine everything and say deer hunting season. Deer hunting season. What is this? It's not dharma. It is a clean adharma as far as we are concerned. As far as we are concerned, it is adharma only. We can't allow it. We are saying now even red meat you have to stop eating. red meat consumption is creating environmental havoc. Havoc. It's creating all these gases, methane gases, that is increasing the temperature of earth and causing glaciers to melt. That is the side effect. Main thing is you are eating cows. That itself, that is the main problem here. And so there's so much to do, and somewhere, somehow, some revolution has to come. So in India, we will bring it. I'm sure we'll bring it. Yogi Adityanath is bringing some change, and some leaders are bringing about change. Okay, like no slaughterhouses within 5 kilometer radius of a temple. Great start, I tell you. Great start, because you walk around here itself. Every other store they're selling something. Cutting and selling. It has become, and every other, if they're not selling meat, there is this bakery, and there is this kebab place. People are just eating whatever they want to eat. They think it's all correct. We have to just change that mindset. So we have a long way to go in that front, I think, but we are praying that things will change. So to answer your question, that thing is adharma. The deer hunting sport and in population count, it's all controlled. It's all, these people know what they are doing. Allow them to grow, because later on I'm waiting for the season to come. And so this is all unacceptable intervention into the life of an animal ecosystem. Not acceptable. Deer hunting, duck hunting, boar hunting, they have all kinds of stuff. My God, they have all kinds. They are growing.
In Japan, the dolphin hunt, it is there. Japan. Japan, the dolphin hunt.
Dolphin hunt. Look at this. What happened? Japan and all, Sanatana, where is the Sanatana in Japanese? Why are they doing this?
And that will be Buddhist.
And then up there in the Netherlands and all, not shark, they have all the, they whale hunting. Whale hunting. Can you believe whale hunting? What a giant creature it is. You need, one whale itself is a big ecosystem. One whale is an ecosystem in itself. Anyway, it's a big topic there, and so hope that helps, Shravanaji.
And what about that lying for the greater good?
Lying for the greater good.
The last question, lying for the greater good. And I said that, Mughal era is being whitewashed for unity. The atrocities.
Yeah. Right. No, correct. Okay. So we know that the doctor can lie to a patient. When can the doctor lie to a patient? The doctor can lie to a patient when when the truth is told, the patient is going to possibly get a heart attack and die right away. To prolong this patient's life, the doctor says, your health is great. Health is great. Enjoy. Whatever you want to enjoy, you enjoy. Why should anybody stop you? Like that he tells the patient. Then he goes to the family and says, look, this guy has all these problems, but allow him to live happily. Don't tell him, don't do this, don't do that. Let him live happily and let him die happily. Doctor has a right to say it. Tell lies. All these things possible. Why? Greater good. Greater good. Doctor doesn't benefit from all these things. Zero benefit for the doctor. And so, chalega. Okay. Now, the question you are bringing up is this is the problem of the colonized people. These colonized people, okay, the thing is this, Whether it is for the greater good or not is debatable. That's what they say. They say that greater good, therefore you just whitewash history. Hindus were massacred. No, don't talk about it in books. Hey, why? History shouldn't talk about it. That is history, is it not? Truth, you're suppressing truth like this? No. There will be communal violence. Who will do communal violence? Hindus will do communal violence?
Exactly.
No. Then who is going to do communal? Why? No, these people will do. You're afraid of those people. That's your problem. In order to not solve your problem, you are going to whitewash the entire history so that then they say history repeats itself. Why history repeats itself? Because of people like you who are whitewashing history. It's a big argument it is.
There have been
Big
so many
argument.
genocides in Asia. There have been so many genocides in South America, so many genocides in Africa, but only European genocides are considered as genocides. Everything else is covered. And because Europeans are dictating history, and they are the ones who have been responsible for the genocides in all these regions.
One exception to that is if you go to Israel and if you go to America, the genocide done by Hitler is very well talked about. Thanks to Israel. Israel made sure the humanity cannot forget this genocide. And so every child, even in America today, learns about the Holocaust. It's a genocide, no doubt. It's a just wanton genocide. Burn people up, gas people left and right. And so thank God, at least we have one example to quote to these people who are whitewashing Mughal history. Look, today we learnt about Hitler, and so we should not have another Hitler in the future. Like that we should talk. Do you want your children to grow up with that kind of a strength? That they become stronger by knowing the past properly. So we have to, that's a big debate. So therefore your question is valid, and so this unity, greater good and all, not acceptable. That's all hiding behind this greater good idea, greater unity. This fellow is a scoundrel, this fellow is a what do you call it? Darpok. They act as leaders. In English, what is the word for darpok? Coward. These people are cowards. You're afraid of what? Some people throwing stones. The people are throwing stones at the army. Which religion in this world throws stones at the army? Please tell me. I want to know this. Tell me. Which children are taught to throw stones at the army?
Dhurandhar has come. This new Dhurandhar has come. And there is this particular lobby which is talking about how violent that movie is. I have seen the movie last Sunday, and I think it's an excellent movie. Why are we talking about violence of that movie when we have seen so many other movies just like that? There has been violence. Even in a small romance movie, it ends with a violence between two families. We have seen spy movies. We have seen Cold War movies. There are so many violent movies. So why is this lobby so much talking against this movie? What is it that they are afraid of?
Yeah, they will do that. It is their job to do all these things. And it is Yogi Adityanath's job to just bulldoze through all of them. I like Yogi Adityanath. And Assam Chief Minister. I like all these people because they are just bulldozing, literally bulldozing with a bulldozer. Even otherwise bulldozing. That is the only answer we can give. Only answer. Otherwise, because the clock is ticking.
So there is a reason why Bollywood is called as Urdu wood, right? Everywhere that it is being painted. Even you look at a movie like Sholay, in that entire village, there is only one Muslim and there is a mosque. Right? Thakur's arms are cut. Nobody cries. Chacha's son dies, the whole village turns up.
True.
How much of whitewashing happens? So Bollywood is called as Urdu wood. Any movie you take. Like even Diwar, he wears a 786, he is saved. He goes and badmouths Hanuman. So it's all
Correct.
Urdu. Yeah.
True.
Lot of brainwashing. Yeah. So the answer to your question is those arguments are not acceptable. Greater good and greater unity and all. Let's debate greater unity. Let's debate it. Have a bunch of scholars come and debate greater unity. So essentially the whole world is afraid of some people. The whole world is just afraid. Just afraid to say any one word. You say
Listen,
one word, your
Christmas,
head.
what the feasts have been cancelled in France, England, Germany, fearing attacks. Public celebrations have been cancelled.
Yeah. Sorry, what is that? What was...
Public celebrations of Christmas in France, Germany, England have been cancelled. Fearing threats. Yes.
This time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to get it. The sooner they get it, the better.
Especially after what happened in Australia, all this has come up.
Yeah.
Though it is cancelled, but only in India you will find one Hindu wishing another Hindu have Merry Christmas.
The sooner the world learns, the better. Sooner the better. Let's see how far this goes. Something good will come. I believe something good will come. So it's coming. Slowly things are changing. If Australia can ban social media for children, people still have something in their heads. So. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.